That's Cape Perpetua on the Oregon coast. It's literally one of Captain Cook the Indians discovered Cape Perpetua, but Captain Cook named Cape Perpetua and put it on maps. But the Indians were already here. There's more to do in this area than you could do in 6 months if you really truly love the outdoors. I've always said when I'm fully retired, like 70 years old, I'll come live at Cape Perpetua for 3 months in the summer. That would be awesome. Look at the vines on that tree. There's Yachats Overlook. You can stand there and look over at the Yachats down there. Looking over the Yachats. That sounds Swedish. I think I'll let these nut jobs behind me go around me. Boy, they love to tailgate, I'll tell you that. You know who the worst tailgaters on earth are? 40-year-old women. I'm not making that up. Every person that tailgates me is a 40-year-old woman, 35 to 40 years old, 45 years old. 40-year-old women, I hate to say it, they are the worst tailgaters on planet United States. And I think it's because they're being pushed so hard in life, they feel like they have to go as fast as they can just to keep up on a daily basis. But that's a heck of a game, a bad, evil game to play, tailgating, because one split second, your whole life could end. That's what I say. Around 40 years old, the 40-year-old American woman, married, single, kids, it doesn't matter, is the most exhausted person on planet Earth today. If you're 40 years old, female, you are living a life of total exhaustion. Now, I'm talking about 75% of the people who fall in that category. I know a lot about this. I see it every day. You're completely overwhelmed and exhausted with debt, husband, kids, automobile payments, house payment. Your boss wants you to go faster. You don't have 5 seconds for yourself. At the end of every day, you're completely exhausted. So I feel it. I mean, I see it. I mean, I'm not cutting these women down. I feel their pain. I don't live that way, but I see the pain that they are in. And the answer is right in front of them. All they have to do is slow down, pay off all their debt, and stop doing all the things that you can't keep up with. Stop doing all the things you cannot keep up with on a daily basis. Nobody can do it. But it's around 35, 40 to 45 years old. And after 45, they give up. They say, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to live this way. And they completely quit living this ridiculous life that never works. But from 35 to 45, boy, that's a hard 10 years. That's a hard decade for the woman in America today. America doesn't promise that age group anything. It only takes away from them. And women of that age group are designed by God. They want something completely different. They don't want all that stuff. They don't want, no, they wanted, they're like, I just used to be 25. What happened to me? I was 25 and so happy. What happened to me? And it's really sad to watch because that's supposed to be the age group of women that are raising children, training and raising the next generation of American young people. And so if they are completely out of control, that means their children will also be completely out of control.